Hi everybody, I'm Dottie West, and I would like to tell you a little bit about my life, maybe sing some songs, and chat with Ralph on the Ralph Emery Show, so you better stay with us. Hi, this is Dottie West. Welcome to the Ralph Emery Show, brought to you by Bayer Aspirin and Ford Trucks. Today I bought myself a brand new pencil. I picked up a yellow legal pad. It's gonna take at least that many pages to write you of the bad times that I've had. Just so there's no mistake about me leaving, goodbye will be the first word that I'll write. Writing this is gonna be so easy, remembering all the lonely nights I've cried. I wish that I could hide and watch you read this. Oh, I'd like to see the look that's on your face. At first you'll smile and think that I'm only joking, but the smile will fade and the tear will take its place. When you read the part where I no longer love you, you'll try your best to think between the lines, but I'm gonna make it plain enough to show you, if I have to write it down 1,000 times. I love you. I'd like to say it's over, but no matter how I try, every word I write comes out. I love you. I've loved you much too long to say goodbye. Yes, I've loved you much too long to say goodbye.
Dottie, that's a very nice singing job. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I want to welcome you. I'm fine, thank you. And I want to welcome you back to our show.
It's nice to be back.
Since you were here the last time, which was about a year ago, you've started a brand new career, haven't you? With a new label, had some new hits.
Right. Back in the charts.
So you sort of turned your life around a little bit.
Right. I'm with United Artists now, and with Larry Butler, one of the best producers I've ever worked with.
This was after a long career with RCA.
Right. 27 albums from 1962 to 76, right.
When do you stop counting? Do you count every album?
No, I just
How do you know you have 27 albums?
Because, let me see, how did I know? A list for somebody of all the albums I had not too long ago.
So you
and I had to make the list, so I called RCA and asked them.
So you just sat down.
Right.
So you had 27 albums at RCA, and you're about to have a brand new one at United Artists, right?
Right.
So all in all, 28 LPs.
Right.
And
I started when I was about 10, I believe it was.
Yes, I know you did. You've heard Dottie open our show with a tune that is her current hit, plus it's also in the upcoming new album, isn't it?
Right.
When is the album coming out?
Should be out just any day now.
Oh, so by the time this show is on the air around America, it will be out.
Right.
You've heard Dottie West sing Every Word I Write.
Here's Merle Haggard and big news about Ford pickup gas mileage.
Hey, pickup driving man, are you in love? Ford's got your kind. real tough truck. It's a strong running, long running, smooth as a song running pickup with a proud Ford brand. Made tough for the pickup driving man.
Whatever you pick, you've got yourself one tough truck when you own a Ford F-150. Just how tough? Well, 93 out of 100 of all Ford trucks registered over the last 12 years are still on the job. Compared to our nearest competitor, a higher percentage of Ford trucks are still out there running after 12 years, 13, 14, even after 15 years. So get yourself down to your Ford dealer and check out that F-150. My guest is Dottie West. Dottie, how would you describe Dottie West? I've done this recently with a lot of entertainers, and it gets kind of interesting.
How would I describe her?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is she moody?
a little bit.
Have a temper?
No, not really. Maybe a little bit. Now, I think redheads are supposed to have real high tempers. You know, I've always heard that.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't have that much of a temper. I can get angry, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can, but
You like people?
oh, I love people. I really do.
You like to mix and mingle and shake and howdy and
Right.
make small talk?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I really do.
All right. How do you cook well?
I love to cook.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
You
I
sing
love
around
to
the house?
Not a lot, not as much as I used to. But it's only because I really don't have the time.
No. I mean when you're cooking
sure.
or washing or whatever.
I
vacuuming.
sing, hum, or whistle. And my mother, I'll never forget, every time I start whistling when I'm like making my bed or working around in my wardrobe or something, and I start whistling because that's a fun thing to do. I think everybody does. If they don't, they should. And I'll never forget one time when I was a little girl, I was making the bed and I was just whistling, and my mother said, "Ladies, don't whistle. Don't ever let me hear you do that again."
Really?
And I've never really understood that, but I remember it so well, and I think about it every time I start whistling, just around the house.
Ladies don't whistle.
That's what she said.
I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't.
I have
I don't
several
believe
ladies
that.
I'm going to ask if they whistle.
I don't believe that because I love to whistle.
Well, let's go into a song here, Dottie. For your second song, I picked "Country Sunshine," which I suppose would be your theme song.
It is.
Do you use this as a theme song?
Yes, and I am now officially the ambassadress for Coca-Cola, and travel, and do a lot of shows with these people. So "Country Sunshine" really is a theme for me.
Mm-hmm. In your stage show, does it require a theme? Do you come on singing "Country Sunshine" when you hit the stage?
No, because I have it in a medley of like "I Was Born a Country Girl," "Country Sunshine," "I'm Your Country Girl," and "Look Up America," and some things that, it's a medley.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's ease into the tune. Here's Dottie West, our guest in "Country Sunshine."
You say you love me, and it's inviting to go where life is more exciting. But I was raised on country sunshine. I was raised on country sunshine. Green grass beneath my feet, running through fields of daisies, wading through the creek. You love me and it's inviting to go where life is more exciting. But I was raised on country sunshine. I was raised on country sunshine. I'm happy with the simple things: a Saturday night dance, a picture show, and the joy that the bluebird brings. I love you, please believe me. I wouldn't want you to ever leave me. But I was raised on country sunshine. There's just something about the morning that makes each day a joyous scene. And nighttime brings a peaceful feeling to rest inside of me. I love you, please believe me. I wouldn't want you to ever leave me. But I was raised on country sunshine. Yes, you love me and it's inviting to to go where life is more exciting. But I was raised on country sunshine. I was raised on country sunshine.
Dottie, you know, this song has been around, and you have gotten more mileage out of this one tune than anybody I can think of ever got out of any one song.
Oh, I'm so proud of it.
Did this come along as a commercial first and a commercial song second, or was it in the reverse order?
All right, first of all, it was a line in a song that I had written in '66 that was never recorded. So when we were writing a commercial, Billy Davis said, let's take that line and write it. So that's how it became.
So the commercial came first?
It was a commercial first, right.
Okay, and then from that you worked some more, took the Coke out and put some commercial lines in.
Right, they asked for it. It was radio people that I got the request from for it to be a song, because they were getting more requests to play the commercial than they could play it. And so I really got mail and calls, and so did the agencies, for it to be a song.
And a song it became. Now, when did Country Sunshine make its debut?
Early '73.
You've been singing it 4 years then.
Right.
All right, you've heard Dottie West, our guest, and Country Sunshine. Dottie, you take this old boy right here. Since you're sitting here with me, I'll ask you to bring on some of the songs.
Okay. This is Eddie Rabbit, and I Can't Help Myself.
Thought I was over you. Thought I could start anew. I got a new job, new friends on the other side of town. But here you are again, just like a long-lost friend. And when I touched your hand, it started it all over again. And I can't help myself, here comes that feeling, just like a raging river rushing over me. No, I can't help myself, here I go falling, head over heels, falling for you again. Why does this heart of mine go crazy every time when I know down deep inside you don't love me? But when you're standing there, wind blowing through your hair, well, I'm starting to make that same old mistake again. But I can't help myself, here comes that feeling, just like a raging river rushing over me. No, I can't help myself, here I go falling, head over heels, falling for you again. Head over heels, falling for you again.
Oh, he was a good guest. We had him on recently with Mickey Gilley, and he was funny. Eddie Rabbit, and I Can't Help Myself. When someone in our house has a cold or flu and wants relief from the aches and fever, it's rest, fluids, and Bayer aspirin. In my parents' house, it was rest, fluids, Bayer aspirin. In my grandparents' house, it was rest, fluids, Bayer aspirin. Isn't it amazing? In over 60 years, medical science hasn't been able to improve upon aspirin. 3 generations of doctors have recommended it. Bayer was the first aspirin, and today Bayer is still number 1. Use only as directed.
Now a message from Sunrise 6 Productions.
The superstars of country music. 20 of the very best of the million sellers. Such stars as Roy Clark.
Yesterday, when I was young, the taste of life was sweet as rain upon
Mickey Gilley.
the orchid is a flower that blooms so tenderly.
Johnny Rodriguez.
Honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes.
Tom T. Hall.
I love little country
And
streams.
Donna Fargo. You'll get the Statler brothers, Dave Dudley, Sammy Smith, Narvel Feltz, and Hank Thompson. 20 superstar artists in all. And to order yours, send $4.95 to Country Lovin', Box 8, Nashville, Tennessee, 37202. While ago, while we were sitting here waiting to get on the radio, Dottie said, "Boy, I love that Tanya Tucker record. And since
Oh,
I'm trying
I
to
do.
light my cigar, you just take the show and do whatever you want to."
Tanya, you can sing it, honey. It's called It's a Cowboy Loving Night.
They're tuning those twin Texas fiddles. It will soon be homey time. I'm in such an easy mood. It's close to 4 time. All alone at a table for 2, just me and the candlelight. Shuffle with me, Houston stranger. It's a cowboy loving night. My last good time was in Dallas. We danced every song. We promised each other forever. Forever didn't last that long. Faded love is playing. It could be the time is right. Shuffle with me, Houston stranger. It's a cowboy loving night. It's been so long since Dallas. Many lonely nights have come and gone. We may not last but a dance or 2, but it might last all night long. Faded love is playing. It could be the time is right. Shuffle with me, Houston stranger. It's a cowboy loving night. It could be the time is right. Shuffle with me, Houston stranger. It's a cowboy loving night.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here, Dottie. You said you love the song. What is it about that song or any song that turns Dottie West on?
First of all, her performance. I love the way she sings it, and I think it's just a good country song that I think everybody's going to like. It reminds me of when I first heard Mickey Newberry's Makes Me Wonder If I Ever Said Goodbye. I love that thing. It's just one of those that really hit me as one of my very favorites. I got to learn it.
You think you might?
I'd
Do you
love
sing
to
other
sing.
girls' hits in your show?
Sure.
Okay.
Every once in a while,
See,
I'll
I
sing
know a
one
lot of entertainers that sing nothing but their own songs.
Well, I think it's all right, though. Some that become real standards, like I'll do a Tammy What's-Her-Name song, you know, and I'll do Stand By Your Man.
see.
Or
Tammy, what's her name? Right. All right.
everybody knows who I'm talking about. Isn't that nice? If they ask, if you said Dottie, they'd say Dottie who?
No, they wouldn't. They know. We only have one Dottie in country music that I can think of that is a star.
Maybe that's right.
I think I'm. If I say Tanya, you know.
Right.
If I say Dolly, who else?
Right.
If I say Loretta, there's only one.
Right.
You know any more Ralphs?
No, I knew one time. He was on the Jimmy Dean show.
That was
but
a
he
dog.
didn't talk too well.
That was a dog. You've heard Tanya Tucker, and it's a cowboy loving night. Friends, let me tell you about one of my favorite things. It's the country music newspaper Music City News, the only major country music publication that comes from Nashville. Every month you get to read exclusive interviews with country music stars, album reviews, new record releases, behind-the-scenes stories, visit the stars' homes, and there are lots of pictures, but very important, something no other country music publication has. Music City News lists when and where you can get to see future personal appearances of the stars. You too can become a part of the country music scene by subscribing to Music City News. Subscribe now by enclosing your check for $8, and you'll be saving more than 20% off the single copy price. And in addition to that, for acting now, you'll get a baker's dozen. That's 13 issues for the price of 12. So rush your check for $8 today to Ralph Emery, Post Office Box 8, Nashville, Tennessee. That's Ralph Emery, Box 8, Nashville, Tennessee. Well, here's a young man I worked with last night, Dottie. Tall, good-looking fella, blonde. Got a good, rich voice like his papa.
Right. I've worked a lot of dates with this young man.
Rex Allen Jr., he's a pilot, flies to his own dates. Married to a pretty blonde-headed girl.
Judy, right.
Right. What else can I say except he's got a terrific record. Here's Rex Allen Jr.
Solitaire. I'm getting good at solitaire. And I got lots of time to spare. I'm getting good without you here. Telephone. I'm good at listening for the phone. I'm good at hoping you'll call home. I'm good at listening for the phone. And I'm getting good at thinking of you. I'm doing well at crying too. I could be the best at being blue. I'm getting good at missing you. Bedroom walls. I'm good at staring at the wall, dreaming of your footsteps in the hall. I'm good at staring at the wall. And I'm getting good at thinking of you. I'm doing well at crying too. I could be the best at being blue. I'm getting good at missing you. Oh, I'm getting good at thinking of you. I'm doing well at crying too. I could be the best at being blue. I'm getting good at missing you.
That's Rex Allen Jr., who's also a terrific yodeler. I heard him yodel some last night, and I didn't realize he was that good at the art of yodeling. Rex Allen Jr. with I'm Getting Good at Missing You. It's Dottie West week. Got me sounding like Barbara Walters. Dottie, have you heard that Barbara Walters is doing a television series on her ancestry?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No.
she's going to call it Woots.
That's cute.
You want to sing a little song for us?
Oh, I'd love
Tell
to.
us about this song, because since you were last here, this has been one of your hits.
Well, this is my first record and release with United Artists, and it's a song that Kenny O'Dell wrote. Kenny's written a lot of songs. I've done like House of Love that he wrote. I did You're Just What I've Been Looking For.
Didn't he write
If It's All
Behind
Right
Closed
With You.
Doors?
And made Charlie a lot richer. And then he wrote this one for me. It's called When It's Just You and Me.
Like to mix with people. I like to be alone. Baby, you can stay out all night, and I'd just as well stay home. Two people with so little in common, and different as we can be, we come together round midnight when it's just you and me. When it's just you and me, and there's nothing between us but our own sweet love. When it's time to be tender and try to remember what we're here for. Baby, I don't mind, we're not two of a kind, just so we agree. Sometimes round midnight, when it's just you and me. You love to hear the music, you get up and dance around. Baby, you can act so crazy, you turn it up way too loud. Oh, I've got my share of hang-ups, but you never seem to see. We come together around midnight when it's just you and me. When it's just you and me, and there's nothing between us but our own sweet love. When it's time to be tender and try to remember what we're doing here. Baby, I don't mind, we're two of a kind, long as we agree. Sometimes around midnight, when it's just you and me. Oh, sometimes around midnight, when it's just you and me.
Miss Dottie West, boy, that was a comebacker for you, wasn't it? Using a CB term. Yeah, come back on that. But this.
Well, could I holler breaker, breaker again then?
Oh, the old career.
I'd like to do it again.
The career had tapered off at RCA, hadn't it?
Right.
And
it just seemed to be a stale combination, Ralph. I still love those people, and that will always be a home for me there. I mean, I felt, I was there so long, I mean, quite a few years, and I feel very much at home at the RCA studios and with those people. I just did a television show not long ago with Chet Atkins, and I'll always just love him dearly. He's the one that one of the first people to believe in me in this town, and he recorded me for 7 years, and we did a lot of songs, a lot of sessions together. So I love the people at RCA. I just think sometimes the change will do you good.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently this change did you a lot of good, because this became a big hit record for you. Dottie West, When It's Just You and Me. Do you know this crazy little old boy named Ronnie Sessions?
Yes, I do.
He's full of vim, vigor, and vitality about all the time.
Right.
And he's got a cute little song called... That's a cue, Dottie.
Oh,
he's got
Me and Willie.
No?
No, I'm sorry.
He's got a cute little song called Me and
Millie.
Yeah.
Right. I thought it was me and old Waylon there for a minute.
Well, I got home late one night from a date, and Mama met me at the door. But when I tried to speak, I tripped over my feet and fell flat on the floor. She said, "Doctor, come quick, I think my boy's sick. He's purple from his head to his toes." I said, "Let me explain about my purple stains and my purple clothes. I've been with Millie, stomping grapes and getting silly, drinking wine, wine, wine. Pass a little ripple, let me take a little sip, will make me fine, fine, fine. There ain't nothing in the place can put a smile on my face and take the worry off of my mind. Like me and Millie, stomping grapes and getting silly, drinking wine. Well, Mama called Papa, said you better come quick, boy's losing his mind. Papa took a look at me and said, let him be, the boy's fine, fine, fine. He said, don't you recall one night in St. Paul when I changed your name to mine? We celebrated stomping grapes and got a little silly drinking wine. Well, I've been with Millie, stomping grapes and getting silly drinking wine, wine, wine. Pass a little ripple, let me take a little sip, will make me fine, fine, fine. There ain't nothing in the place can put a smile on my face, take the worry off of my mind. Like me and Millie, stomping grapes and getting silly, drinking wine. I've been with Millie, stomping grapes and getting silly, drinking wine, wine, wine. Pass a little ripple, let me take a little sip, will make me fine, fine, fine. There ain't nothing in the place can put a smile on my face, take the worry off of my mind. Like me and Millie, stomping grapes and getting silly, drinking wine.
You've heard Ronnie Sessions on our show with me and Millie. When someone in our house has a cold or flu and wants relief from the aches and fever, it's rest, fluids, and Bayer aspirin. In my parents' house, it was rest, fluids, Bayer aspirin. In my grandparents' house, it was rest, fluids, Bayer aspirin. Isn't it amazing? In over 60 years, medical science hasn't been able to improve upon aspirin. 3 generations of doctors have recommended it. Bayer was the first aspirin, and today Bayer is still #1. Use only as directed. I was reading about you the other day, despite the fact I've known you a long time. I picked up an article about Dottie West, and I knew you had gone to Tennessee Tech University, or well, it was college then, I guess.
Right.
And I didn't realize you had gotten a degree in music.
Well, I don't have the paper saying I have a degree. While I was there, I went almost 4 years, but I had 2 boys, had 2 little boys while I was still in
you got
school.
married while you were in college?
My first year in college, I got married, and I had my first 2 children while I was there. So I didn't. Carrie got here just a little too quick for me to get the degree, and I gave up.
Well, I was curious about what you studied.
I was a music major.
Or do you read music?
I can, but unless you do that pretty often, and all along, you can get out of the habit. I'm sure I can still read the alto line on "I'll Fly Away" or something. But
I can do that.
No, I just don't make a practice of it, and I'm sorry that I don't take the time. I really started just going back to by ear. I love music by ear. That's the way most country is, and I've always written that way. All my music is written that way. But there I studied theory, lots of theory, had to take piano, and I say had to take, and I'm really sorry that I didn't take it serious, because I could play by ear on the old piano at home before I went, and this is really a handicap when you start studying music.
Well, I've always wondered, is it hard to switch from playing by ear to playing correctly?
Yeah, because you really want to play by ear. The teacher I would be playing something for, and I just start playing it by ear and just sort of get lost on the music. And she'd say, slap my hand, and she'd say, you're not with it. And as a music major, you have to study physics, which was very hard.
Physics?
Right.
Why?
Well, you study the strings, like why a string makes a sound, and how many frequencies, and all this and that, and why there's one string is an A and an E and a B and so forth.
Oh, I see. Where most of us just take it for granted and never ask a question about it. There you had to have a reason.
Right.
So you had a pretty thorough background in music before you ever got into singing country music, didn't you?
Right.
Did you ever think about being a serious operatic singer?
Never.
Or a pop singer?
No, I like all kinds of music. I really do. I can enjoy an opera, but I haven't been in a long time. I love the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay.
And I still listen to a lot of not classical or opera. I don't get into that. But the first class every morning at 8 in the music department was music appreciation. And everybody, all music majors, had to listen. And you had to listen to operas and classical, and boy, it was torture for me for a little while, but then you learn to like it.
You didn't get any Flat and Scruggs on those mornings, did you?
No. And really, Dr. Julian really gave me a hard time. He is at UT now, Tennessee, and band director there and everything. And he really gave me a hard time because I was country, and I would get up, at assembly and play my guitar, and I had white cowboy boots, and I'd put them on. And it really bugged him. He told me several times I was wasting my money and his time. But I have some good memories of Tennessee Tech.
I wonder if he remembers that little girl.
He is very nice to me now, really. We keep in touch. And I'm going to be doing one of the halftime.
All right, I'm going to ask you about that in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Here's Tammy, what's her name?
All right.
Tomorrow he'll reach out and take my hand, and on my finger place a golden band, and somewhere on the other side of town she'll stand beside you in her brand new wedding gown. You love her, I love him, but here we are, the music's soft, the lights are dim, let's get together one last time. Tonight's the night, it'll be alright. You can hold me tight till the morning light. She loves you, he loves me. Tomorrow night just won't be right. We won't be free. Let's get together one last time, 'cause we can't break the vows we'll make. So for old time's sake, I'm yours to take one last time, one last time, one last time.
Miss Tammy Wynette singing One Last Time. Dottie, you take the next fella here.
Well, all right. Somebody should. Dickie Lee. We work a lot of shows
What's
with
that
Dickie
old
Lee.
line
He's
about
all
Homer
right.
and Jethro? Somebody is heckling them. They used to, when somebody would heckle them, he'd say, why don't you stand up? Maybe somebody will recognize you and take you home.
Dickie Lee is out of the same booking agency that I am, Top Billing. And we work with him now and then. He's a pretty good old boy, pretty good writer. Do you know, it was for a while before I knew that he wrote She Thinks I Still Care.
Yes, he
Ooh,
did write that.
He sure did. And he sings this one mighty well. It's called If You Gotta Make a Fool of Somebody.
If you got to make a fool of somebody, if you got to make a fool of someone, do you really gotta hurt me? I'm the one who worries about you. If you got to make a fool of somebody, if you got to make a fool of someone, do you really gotta hurt anytime you call, just to be near you, you know. Anywhere I'll go, how could you hurt me so? Oh, if you got to make a fool of somebody, girl, if you got to make a fool of someone, do you really wanna hurt me? I'm the one who worries about you. Daytime, nighttime, anytime at all, I'll rush to your side anytime you call, just to be near you, you know. Anywhere I'll go, how could you hurt me so? Oh, if you got to make a fool of somebody, oh, if you got to make a fool of someone, girl, if you got to make a fool, oh, you got to make a fool, oh, if you got to make a fool of someone, oh, if you got to make a fool, hey, you got to make a fool, girl, if you got to make a fool of someone.
Boy, there's a note in there that he just wears out, that real high note. Dickie Lee's singing If You Gotta Make a Fool of Somebody. Here's a comforting thought from Ford, and I mean comforting. Ever hear of the Ford Super Cab pickup truck? Well, it's something special. It's America's roomiest two-door pickup. It offers you and your family the cargo capacity of a pickup with the passenger capacity of a car. A full-size pickup plus 6-passenger sedan comfort. How's that possible? Well, Ford Super Cab has a full back seat, not just a jump seat, but a nice optional bench for 3 additional passengers. Of course, Super Cab's available without rear seating too, to give you a big 44 cubic feet of cargo space. That new 77 Super Cab has even more going for it. A tough truck made even tougher with new high-efficiency V8s designed for extra reliability and new anti-corrosion measures that include fender liners front and rear, new low-schedule maintenance needs, and more. Ford Super Cab. The name was never more appropriate. It's the only two-door pickup with room for a full back seat. See Super Cab at your Ford dealers now.
Hi, y'all. I'm back again.
Hi, y'all.
I'm Dottie West, and I'm sitting across the table in the studio with Ralph Emery, and I want you to listen again to a song that I've sang many times. It's called Last Time I Saw Him, Y'all, He Was Greyhound Bound. Last time I saw him, he sweetly kissed my lips. Last time I saw him, he said, I'll be back for more of this. Last time I saw him, we were crying at the bus. I knew he hated leaving, but he had to set us up. I gave him money, I know I invested well. Mama doesn't trust him, but he loves me, I can tell. Each day the Greyhound arrives at 9 o'clock, but I don't start my crying till that last man's gotten off. Last time I saw him, last time I saw my honey, last time I saw him, he was Greyhound bound, but I'm still way here without a fear that bus will someday turn around. I've had no letter, it's been 6 months, maybe better. I try forgetting him, but I love him more than ever. I have decided I've waited long enough. If there was nothing wrong, he would return right on that bus. There must be trouble, so I'm leaving on the double. If he can't get to me, I know he needs me desperately. Last time I saw him, last time I saw my honey, last time I saw him, he was looking fine. And as he waved goodbye, he said, don't cry, I'm coming back, come rain or
Our guest star of the week, Dottie West, singing The Last Time I Saw Him. Well, a little dab and a half of guitar here by Ronnie Prophet. And Dottie, that wraps it up for us now, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Had a good time.
Come back to see us.
Thank you, I will.
Our show saluting Dottie West has been presented by those dependable Ford trucks and by America's #1 pain reliever, Bayer Aspirin. We'll see you tomorrow.